Welcome to Masturhaters.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
What up?
Hi,
What's up,
Ron.
everybody?
Hi.
We hating? Are we hating it? Okay, so Ron is in Florida.
Yes.
So he's going to be joining us on the. Wait, hold on, we have an ad playing.
That's these messages.
All right. Ron is in Florida.
What's he doing in Florida?
Yeah, he's going to visit.
It's Florida, Chris.
What did I say?
I guess he's visiting his father, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm doing that.
we weren't sure if Ron was going to be able to participate in the episode, so we brought in a guest, Ian.
What's up?
He's a douche.
He's in the band Gimme the Loot.
True.
They're not very good.
True.
They're fucking awful.
Better than Ron, though.
That's not true.
Oh! That's fine.
Burn. Burn. I'm hurting.
You're hurting, Ron.
No, not really.
And as
It always
usual,
takes us a few minutes to really get going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
as usual, we have Chris, Alyssa, and Kara,
Hello.
and myself. I'm John.
Are you?
No, I'm Chris.
I am.
Wow.
Already introduced you.
Oh.
Well, he needs to do it himself
Yeah.
because he just has to.
This is great.
Off to it. Firing.
So we had some major events that happened in American history.
America.
Today. No.
Yesterday.
Yesterday it happened.
What happened yesterday?
What? Only the thing that you've been waiting I assume your entire life for.
I mean, where do you go from here?
I
You
think
might
we
as well
should-
just end it.
I should.
You might as well just fucking
Oh, you guys
end
are
it.
talking about the inauguration.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the world.
Right. President Trump. Yeah, you're right. I really should just kill myself because
Because
my life has just reached its pinnacle.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, it's never going to get better.
It's all. I thought it was in quite a downturn, but Trump really brought it back up. But now there's nowhere to go but down.
Yeah, so do some meth and then you can come back up from that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just recycle.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Meth.
Perfect. So the inauguration happened.
And that was hilarious.
It was so funny, dude.
That high five.
Oh.
The high five not heard around the world.
That Melania has tried to give to Barron, little Barron Trump.
That was terrible.
It was the most cringe-inducing thing I've ever seen.
Just
How
like
about George Bush trying to put on
George Bush stole the show, hands down.
that plastic poncho?
yeah, wrestling his plastic poncho.
He's like, I'm still here. It's still a hat. Like,
I gotta say, once I saw that, I was like, see, there was a reason why I fucking loved this guy.
While he was doing it, I just imagined him making like boat noises. Just like
the highlight is when he
Good
gave up
impression.
and tried to make it a hat. That was
Is that supposed to be a boat?
that's the noises that I was imagining George Bush making.
Boat noises.
Yeah.
When they heard he was coming, they just were like, put all the pretzels away. Just get rid of those.
No choking hazards. Get the Legos off the floor. W is in the building, and we don't want him choking on anything.
His wife made him leave his kazoo in the car.
I was gonna play with the band.
Oh, it's like he's here right now. It's a good impression, John.
Okay, I'm not very good at impressions.
What was that? On?
Yes.
Don't let her off the hook that easy.
That's a pretty good Ron impression.
I don't laugh like that.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
You do laugh like that.
Fuck you guys.
I'm
Wow,
not
right.
talking
that
about
was
this
good.
anymore.
That was pretty
We're
good.
not talking about this.
We're not talking about this anymore.
Oh my god, we're not talking about this right now. Fuck you guys.
So Ron's been setting up. Me and Ron have been talking. He's been setting up a child sex slavery ring in Florida.
Naturally.
You're really a piece of shit.
Best already did it.
Dasta did it.
Yeah.
No follow-up. That's it.
No.
I'm gonna ignore it.
Ron's starting a pizzeria. He's been working on building up his pizzeria where he can sell children. Not pizza. The pizza's terrible. Ron doesn't know anything about making pizzas.
Ron, you should have brought me. I've made pizza.
You have?
He's made
Only cheese pizzas.
Yeah,
large cheese pizzas.
I get it.
Only jizz pizzas.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
That's the secret ingredient in the cheese.
It's that thick that it just looks like cheese?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Ew.
It's impressive.
Yeah, what I do with the jizz, I don't actually make pizza. I just drink the jizz.
Ugh, disgusting.
Okay, so
Is it stringy like mozzarella cheese?
Yeah, like ropes.
This is a horrible image.
Can we stop talking about his jizz?
No.
That's why it just dribbles out the top because it's so thick you can't shoot it.
Oh, this is
it's
disgusting.
amazing. He drinks so much water. I watch him drink liters and liters of water all the time, and he's just got thick Play-Doh jizz. You'd think
Probably get it checked out.
you'd think all the water would thin it out. Maybe you're very potent.
I don't know. I've never
Put it in
never
your
tried it out.
vagina. Oh, Kara, you go first.
Why? Oh god, don't make me go.
Yeah,
first.
I'm thinking you go first. I'm gonna get the boring one out of the way.
Yeah, it's really boring. I don't want to go first because I don't want to be on time. So, week is people that are like impeccably, unnaturally punctual, and then they try and like push their.
Like John.
Oh.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, sure.
He lives here. He was here early because he lives here.
I was on time today.
I wasn't.
I've been on time for everything that's happened in this house for years.
And then that's fine that you want to be on time. You do you. It's fine. But it's when they try and like manipulate you about it, like annoy you about it, and like bring your whole life into it. Like if you're there at like, I understand being like really late, like half an hour, like okay.
I was 2.5 hours late to work today.
Oh, me too, all
Not
the time.
even kidding.
Me too. Like literally, I'm late to work every day, all the time, and it's just I've been working there for how many years? It's fine. But
That's also a symptom of living on Long Island, I think. You know,
being punctual or being late?
being late. I
There's
don't
so
know
much weird
anybody who's
shit.
on time to anything.
I'm never late for work ever.
Me neither. I hate to admit it. Like I try to be late and I'm still early.
Yeah,
I try to be early. I'm still late.
I think I've been late twice to work in 5 years.
Not all of us can be perfect like you, Ron.
That's right. I'm fucking perfect.
Never happens. What about 10 minutes before?
But what about like family gatherings and stuff like that? Are you still on time for those?
Usually early.
Whoa.
Early?
No, I'm like fashionably late.
But it's
No,
not-
it's really set you straight, Ron.
It's because
Yeah, I mean he's got to live a very like tidy lifestyle to be fucking all those children.
You're such a fucking asshole.
We're not even trying to be subtle about this conversation. We're like just saying fucking children. I was gonna say something like, because the people Ron has sex with, they have to get to class. We're just like, no, he's just fucking children.
No class. Uncultured fucking savages.
You're a disgusting, hateful asshole, Chris.
I joined your mom's club.
Yeah.
Uh,
So these people that are constantly on time, how does it affect you negatively? Wouldn't it make your life easier?
Oh, it makes her
no,
look really
it makes
bad.
my life really annoying because if I'm 2 minutes late, like literally 2 minutes late, 5 minutes late, like not even that makes a really big difference.
To where? Like, what are you
To
talking about?
work,
To work.
or like, I mean, sometimes anywhere. Like sometimes when you're hanging out, really, when you're hanging out, really, like, what are you planning to doing? Planning to doing? Can I speak? Planning to do, like, unless you're trying to catch a train, a plane, a bus, or something that like involves actually like being
When you get there.
like being in the system, like fucking relax. 2
I don't know.
minutes, 5 minutes, and people start freaking out, like, oh my god, we're gonna miss it. Like, what are we doing? We're going to a fucking park. Like, what's the difference in 5 minutes? Fuck down.
All the park time that you miss out on.
I feel like I'm one of
Park's
those people
closed.
too. Because like me, I feel like I have like the time of like a dog. Like I'm like 5 minutes. That's like a lifetime for me to wait for somebody to like show up.
That's why you
Yeah.
have to be late, because then you're not waiting for them. They'll already be there.
Yeah, but I could see like it being annoying to wait for somebody. Like if I'm meeting up with somebody at a bar, I've had to do that a couple of times.
Yeah, right? It's like,
And like now
you're
I'm
sitting-
waiting.
Now I'm sitting here like, hello, like I don't want to spend $100.
But then if you're a person who,
Sipping your beer all slow. I've opened 7 beers for you in the last hour.
That's slow.
but then if your friend is a person that tends to be late, you kind of get to know that early. Just like calm your tits.
You got to beat the rush though.
That is true. No, that's true. Because if I know somebody's gonna be late, then I will just show up late, knowing. ahead
Some
of
people
time.
doesn't click in their heads like I'm always fucking late, and I tell people like, yeah, tell me, and I'll be there 20 minutes late. Like I'm not joking.
See, yeah, you're the kind of people
Does
I
it
say
click?
I want to hang out at like 6:30 when really I have no intention of being there till 7.
Yeah, and
Like
that's
I'll
fine.
totally lie.
I'm
I'll tell
okay
you
with
early
that.
so that you get there at the same
I
time.
tell
actually
people
want
to do
be
that to me because I know I have a
I
problem.
do that all the time. I'll be like, yeah, I'll give you that 6:30. And I know I'm not gonna get there till 7, but I know then I can get till 7:15.
Them like flipping out over 2 or 5 minutes. I mean, I think anything a little, anything past 15 minutes, like you have a right to be like, all right, where the hell are you?
Yeah.
But people literally flipping out over 2 to like, just a couple of minutes,
What
being
do
like,
Who do you know
I mean-
that's really flipping out about that? I don't know.
people, I'm not.
Not naming names. I'm not that bad. I feel like
I don't know.
after, like,
I'm
30
late
minutes,
to
I'm just
everything,
like,
but I
what
don't
the
feel
fuck
like
am
I
I
get
doing
flipped
here?
on.
No, I
Yeah.
usually like, especially if I'm going out.
That or I just don't give a shit.
If we're going out with a number of people, like usually I like to set it up where I know that at least 2 of them are going to be there at the same time. Doesn't matter if I show up late because you never want to be the first one to the
No,
party.
and that's why I'm always late.
I'm always the
I get
first one.
anxious if I'm the first one. And whenever I'm on time, I know this is like very specific to just me, but whenever I'm on time, something fucking weird or happens or something goes wrong. I'm like, this is why I'm not fucking on time, okay?
I'm weird. I like being early because that way everybody has to say hi to me and I don't have to say hi to anybody.
Oh.
So it's like,
Oh, because you're like, you have to say hi when you
yeah,
get
because I
there.
don't like getting in there like, oh, hey, 50 people. Let me go say individually what up to all of you. I
Yeah.
want to.
What do you
So
think,
easy.
Ron? What do you think about being on
Who
time
cares?
for things? Do you think it's a bad thing or do you think it's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing. I don't know. I like being on time. I don't even mind being the first person there. Mostly because I just like to chill, so I don't care if I'm sitting around,
I'm chilling at my damn house before I get to work, not at work extra minutes.
The same minutes you're getting paid for?
I don't know. My thing is like, I'm just waiting then. If like we're supposed to be somewhere at 7 o'clock and I get ready, I don't have time to do anything like while I wait. So I'm just waiting to fucking go somewhere. So I just go there instead of sitting around.
Waiting.
That's how I look at it. Yeah. I would rather not wait and just be on time or early than sit around and do nothing.
But you'll be sitting around doing nothing, waiting for the other people to arrive.
Yeah, but at least I'll already
he'll-
be there, and my anxiety of just going there and being on time isn't bothering me.
Being early for no reason, I get really mad at myself. For
Alright.
always being early.
I remember this time a couple years ago, maybe like 4 years ago. It was like 9:30 in the morning, and I'm sitting in my house, and all by myself. It was during the summer, I think. And my mother called me, and she told me that she wanted to make sure I was getting dressed and headed to my dentist appointment because I had a root canal. In like 45 minutes, she told me you have a dentist appointment in like 45 minutes. Don't forget. And I completely forgotten about it. And I had like taken ecstasy that morning. And
You had a root canal and you took ecstasy beforehand?
I gotta know how that happened. Like, how did
Yeah.
that work out? Was
I
it feel
literally,
good?
I was doing a lot of ecstasy at the time. And early in the morning, just still doing that. And I went to have a root canal. And I got my the roots drilled out of my face. The nerves drilled out of my face on ecstasy.
How is that fun?
Yeah,
No,
The only time being
it's a little bit of a
drilled didn't feel
buzzkill.
it didn't make it
Buzzkill.
better.
No,
I thought ecstasy made everything better.
good. Right.
not nerves drilled out of your face.
Oh, yeah, right. You feel those.
Yeah, they
You
take
feel
those
every
little, like,
grinding bit.
cone-shaped files, and they like dig out the nerve by hand.
God, I'm so glad I went to the dentist Tuesday. Talking about this.
Don't do ecstasy beforehand. Wait till after. But they did give me Percocets. And I ate
I
all of
love
them.
Percocets.
Yeah.
I thought I'm just getting high before I go to the dentist. I feel like
Don't you
That's-
also grind your teeth when you're on
worry about
ecstasy?
What? I'm sorry.
Don't you also like grind your teeth a lot when you're on ecstasy?
He does, yeah.
I do.
So
So that's
you
not
had
helping your
so you
dentist
had a
appointment
root
either.
canal and then grinded your teeth.
Well, they put that little like plastic clamp to keep your jaw open.
That would've been
So you
gross.
just ground against that,
Just
right?
bit the
Yeah.
shit out of it.
I accidentally got high this week.
How did you accidentally get
Yeah.
high?
Accidentally on purpose.
Well, Chris, who's sober now, his parents really wanted weed brownies.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they asked the sober Chris to go find some, and he asked me.
Actually, they asked me to find them pot brownies like months ago. And I said to John, like, can you get me pot brownies? And he said, yeah, probably. And I just didn't hear anything for months until the other day. He goes, hey, you
They're
still want
back
those pot
order.
brownies? I'm like,
He's
what?
always on time though.
Yeah, okay.
Months later.
Months.
Hey, Chris, you still need those pot brownies? You mean the ones?
2 months later, he goes, hey, you still need those pot brownies? Yeah, sure.
So I found a guy who can procure pod brownies, and I went to go pick him up, and he's
Who
like
can
showing me all the wares. He was like, oh, look at this one is a cookie that I got. It's a walnut peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. This one is like a cookie brownie.
with the different shapes.
Yeah, like it was different like baked goods.
Because like I would like cookie cutter the shit out of them. Be like, you want the dinosaur or do you want like the Pikachu? Like, what are you feeling?
So he's like, here, try this one. And he breaks a piece off and he hands it to me. I'm like, it's a tiny little piece. So I'm thinking, oh, this will be fine. And then he breaks off a piece of a cookie. And I'm like, okay, this is 2 pieces. This is maybe a quarter of what I'm supposed to take. And I ate it. And I drive home. I'm hanging out with Chris on the couch because we live together now. And
That's cute.
we're talking. And we're just
cuddling.
yeah. We're talking.
Couch.
And then Alyssa calls to get picked up from work. So I'm driving to go pick up Alyssa from work. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, this podcast is pretty funny that I'm listening to. I was listening to the Dollop. I'm like, oh, this is pretty funny. And
Oh, this is pretty funny.
I'm like, oh no.
Oh, no, this is really
usually isn't that funny.
Oh god.
And like these lights are bright as fuck.
Just
like-
roll in.
I may have.
I was like, oh no, I'm fucked up right now. And I'm like, okay, I just gotta be cool. I don't want anybody to know, anybody in any of the other cars to know that I'm high right now.
The police don't know that I'm high. They don't know. They don't know. They
And
don't know.
and I'm driving and I'm like just like waiting an extra 30 seconds after the light turns green. I'm like, oh no, I was supposed to go, right? That's why people are angry at me. So I'm driving and I'm like, how am I going to explain this to Alyssa, how high I am right now? Because she has no idea.
Told me how you found out.
We didn't talk about it for a little while. I knew he was acting weird, and I was like, "What is wrong with
Did you still drive home?
No,
hide
no.
it like you think?
I'm a
No.
control freak.
No.
I kick him out, and I drive home every time.
It's like I understand that. I wouldn't want to. No, I don't like driving, so.
I
It's
wouldn't
better
want to
that
ride in
way.
a car with John driving.
Well, yeah. But anyway, we didn't talk about. I was like, "So, what'd you do today?" You know, and he was like, "Oh, I went and I picked Gavin up, and then I, and I was like,
Did all those
I
spots
was like,
things he
he
did.
was acting really weird, and I know when he's lying, so I'm like, you didn't do anything else today?" And he's like, "Oh, I went and picked up the edibles for Chris's parents," and I was like, "Oh, like, did you get any for you?" "Well, I tried a piece." I'm like, "That's why you're acting like this."
I'm
like,
so
"Yeah,
stoned.
yeah."
I'm so stoned right now.
I did pop brownies once.
How'd
How'd
that
that
go?
So me and my friend got like pretty tiny brownies, and we split it. So
Like one of them in half.
yeah, it was like I guess a normal size brownie, and we just split it in half. And she eats half, I ate
That's
half.
too much.
Yeah, and we were gonna go see the movie Unfriended. So because we thought it'd be fucking funny to see this stupid
Yeah.
scary movie and watch it.
That
So-
movie
Facebook
great.
one?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one where
yeah,
they're all
that
like
one.
group chatting.
Yeah.
stuff.
Us right now.
Oh,
We're
God.
sitting there, and I see my friend just get lower and lower and lower and lower in her seat, and I'm sitting there like, I don't feel anything. Like I feel absolutely nothing. So we ate the brownie about a half an hour before the movie, an hour and a half long.
It takes about like an hour and a half, 2 hours for it to really kick in.
Yeah. So then I'm like, she's feeling it, and I'm like, all right. I was like, I'm fine. So we leave the movie theater. I drive her home, so that's another 15 minutes. Still fine. I'm like, okay, bye. See you later. She's like, kind of freaking out, and goes in her house. So again, it hit me while I was driving. So I'm going home. I stop at a red light, and I'm sitting waiting to go, and I just go, oh,
Oh,
and now it's foggy out. So that's wild. The fog was freaking purple.
Was the fog real?
Yeah, no, it was real. But I shit you not, the fog was purple.
Purple haze.
I was listening to heavy metal music that I decided I didn't want to turn off. I felt like it was in a video game. I was like, doo-doo-doo, driving home. I thought I was
That's
going...
not how metal music sounds. All right,
I
it's fine.
thought that I was going so fast. I was like, wow, I'm driving so
It's like
fast.
20 miles
so
per
fast, I need to slow down. Yeah, I was going 20 miles an
That kept
hour.
on happening to me. I was like, oh man, how fast am I going right now?
I was
And like people are just swerving around me.
I was like, no, I actually had to look at my speedometer to make sure that I was going the speed limit. And I was just kind of like, the whole way home. So I get back to my boyfriend's house, and then I have the giggles. Everything is fucking hysterical. And it's a grand old time. And then it was not such a grand old time anymore. I felt all of my cells in my body moving, and I felt my blood. And I felt like I was having like a seizure. Like I felt like I was shaking a lot. And Matt, my boyfriend Matt, he's like, "You're not moving. Like,
You're not shaking at all.
And I'm like, and he's like, "You're not even. Nothing is happening. Like you're fine." He
You started
wound up having
panicking.
to like hold me like in his arms so that I would fall asleep because I just felt my whole
That's
like
romantic.
cells
Right?
and arms and blood just like shaking and moving inside of me, and it was wild. And I was hungover the next day. I called my friend, and she was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I was like, "No, we almost died."
Are you sure you did pot brownies?
Brownies.
I
What?
would never just in edibles.
Are you sure you did
What was
pot
that one?
Are you sure you did pot brownies and you didn't like smoke
No,
crack?
Oh, my bad. But
It
then
is
Matt
completely
ate the
different.
same kind of brownie. I brought one home for Matt. He ate the whole entire thing, and guess what? Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Well,
he was
See,
fine.
That's weird because me,
Well,
I ate a
his
whole hot
tolerance
brownie.
is, you know.
Edibles don't work on him ever. He's had
Yeah.
a bunch, and he just doesn't
Edibles
get high.
destroy me.
That's weird.
I get so cocky too. Like, yeah, I smoked pot for like since I was 4. I'm fine.
Let's see. I got some. Let's see what happens.
Oh God, don't even let me. I ate the whole
I
thing.
eat one-
Like, oh, this is nothing. I started doing bong rips. I'm like, we were down finally.
I eat one regular brownie, and I'm dying.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right, Scott. Now.
Yeah, you can't even have a brownie.
I'm running
Because
diabetes.
it's diabetic.
I was driving around really high one time, and I actually had to pull over because my car like started like crumpling and imploding, like it was gonna crush me. And then I noticed like the same thing happening to like other people in their cars.
Oh.
And so like they called the like paramedics for me, and they took me to the hospital. And when the meth wore off, they told me that I was just like harassing people in CVS parking lot.
Walgreens. It was a Walgreens
Yeah, it was
parking
Walgreens
lot.
parking lot. Yeah, we had to play.
We got that
detective.
phone call.
Yeah,
We were trying
one
to
time I was
find Chris
driving.
before the cops do, and it didn't work in our
Yeah.
favor. We lost.
That game we always lose. We never find Chris.
We
before
never
the
find
cops
Chris
do.
before the cops do.
Fun game to play.
This is like I was driving high once, and I had to pull over and guzzle down like a half a cup of piss. Then I felt fine.
Chris is really good at evading the cops, though.
Unless he's on meth and hallucinating.
Yeah.
Then he goes right to them.
When he's drunk driving,
He
he's
calls them.
when he's drunk driving, he's great at it.
Oh, no one's better than me.
No, they're not.
Even when I get caught, I get away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Chris is magic or something.
Not when I'm in
Practice
meth
makes
fueled
perfect.
psychosis.
Meth is your kryptonite.
That's
I can't wait to see you on Cops one day.
Chris Martin is driving down I-95 the
Waving a
wrong
bottle
way.
of Jack out the window.
We let him go with a warning.
the drugged up junkie barrels through an interstate. Narrowly missing a pregnant woman in a minivan. He floors his Hyundai looking to evade the troopers. But he's no match for the troopers' cruisers.
The troopers cruisers. No, but remember the time that the cops were chasing us?
Yeah.
And all he did was pull down a side street, turn the car off, and we all ducked down and somehow managed to just get away.
It was a lot more than that, right? That was some pretty nifty maneuvering on my part.
Yeah.
The side street duck, classic.
Driving through someone's house is not a maneuver.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so being late, stupid.
Yeah, you're really late when you're high. So
No, I was very punctual. Very.
That day you were.
Yeah.
that's
It was
weird.
the next day.
The next day you were not.
I was not.
Hour and a half.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You blame that on the weed? Is that-
No.
Oh, yeah, we going.
I was the best at like making it to work on time. Like no matter what I did the night before.
Yeah,
no
because
matter
you'd
how-
pass out in the basement of the bagel store.
Yes, you were already
That's
there.
exactly what I was
It's a
gonna say.
mixer.
You can't be late if you never leave.
Yeah. Because you have people come to the basement, turn off all the refrigerators, and ruin thousands of dollars worth of food to play
It was
beer
cold.
pong because the generator was too loud and the compressor was too loud.
What did that note say?
Bisman ruined my business.
Yeah. You
You must not.
you must do not drinking in my place.
Not your place, your basement.
You must do not drinking in my place. Hey ho. And then he meant to draw exclamation points, but it looked like he just started stabbing the paper with a Sharpie.
He was enraged. That poor little man.
Poor little man. He was an asshole.
Poor little chinky-eyed
He
cocksucker.
was only an asshole because Chris kept on fucking up his business, ruining it.
You turned my business to a social club. This is not your place for drinking.
I don't know how you kept that job.
Because he would just keep showing up.
I know, he fired Chris,
Fired
and
me
Chris just
over
showed
and
up the
over.
next
I
day.
had a key and I wouldn't give it back, and I would just show up.
And then I'd still pay you?
Yes,
That's
he
a
would
very
pay.
dedicated employee right there.
Oh my god.
Tejo, this is my place for drinking.
I have a key.
This is not your place for drinking. That's where you're wrong, Tejo.
Tejo.
This is. And it's my friend's place for drinking too.
Yeah. All my underage friends. This is their place for drinking also.
Teo just pulls up one morning and there's a huge Chris Martin's bagel place sign.
And those coffee cups you buy, those are mine for beer pong.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I wonder what would happen if he just saw you on the street now.
Try
Chris
to run him over,
wanted.
but he'd
So
fall
he-
asleep midway running you over.
Please tell me I had like
Smash into
security
a
like
fucking
things.
barricade.
That bagel store was a converted bank, and one of the old vaults was made into like his office. So like the walls were like a bank vault. And I pissed him off so bad. He punched the wall, like this solid steel fucking concrete wall, and he shattered his wrist. And he was like the rest of the time I knew him, he was in a sling. I went and then like after that, I went into his office and I went on the cameras, and I like paused it right at the moment because he had cameras in his office. I paused it at the moment, like his fist connected with the fucking wall, and I took a picture with my phone. It was the background, and I almost laughed at it.
Play of the month. Hands down. Hands broken, baby.
Oh my god.
It was like my LG chocolate phone. That was the
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
my LG NV chocolate phone. That was the background. This chinky man shattering his wrist because of me. And my shenanigans and hijinks.
I
Shenanigans.
love how you
and
couldn't get
hijinks.
fired because you just show up.
Yeah.
Like,
How many times were you late to that job?
Oh, I was there for like 7 years. The last 3 were sloppy drunk. I couldn't tell you. I didn't. Yeah. I
No
should've-
idea.
Yeah, I should have stopped showing up.
But
it
you
was
kept
just too
sleeping
much
there,
fun.
so I mean, whatever.
yeah, if you're gonna keep paying you, why not?
Yeah.
Did he ever like show up like while you guys were in the midst of just partying?
No, because he lived in like Corona, Queens, with all the other.
Just get like
Koreans.
cameras
Oh yeah, there's cameras all over the place.
that like live stream to his house. I mean, like if I knew you were doing that, I'd be on top of that shit.
We just waved to him. Hey, what's up, Teo?
Hey,
Oh,
damn!
Chris
What are you
Martin, motherfucker!
It was almost like you would like.
You a big motherfucker! I hate you. He said, "I hate you."
It was almost like every weekend you would like up the ante, so you could come in and tell us what you did this week to piss off Teo. This weekend to piss off Teo.
Yeah, at the time in high school, like my only job was to like clean up and like I did some kitchen prep, but it was mostly just clean the store up and get it set up for the next day. And I had a helper, and we would split up the work with like cleaning the front and cleaning the kitchen. You wanted to do the front, so we would have like a beer pong tournament every day, like a best of 3 or a best out of 5. Whoever won like got to do the front. And we would do that before we started any work, but we were on the clock like as soon as we got there. Just every day.
Man, out of 5, that would take a while too.
Not when you're playing me, Karen.
This is true. Slaughtered.
That's how you got so good at beer pong.
Yeah.
That's a lot of good practice.
Thanks, Tejo.
Shout out.
Ruin me.
So
I
usually
really hope he does this one day.
we like to let the guest have a segment where they pick something that they hate.
Fuck you, Ian.
Yo, fuck you, okay? You're like the fakest motherfucker in the history of the planet.
Fake.
You? Oh, I'm Ron. I fucking hate everything, dude. You're like a fucking Care Bear, bro.
That doesn't mean I don't hate everything.
Yeah,
I just hate it cuddly.
You know, you're like fucking Professor Snape from Harry Potter. This whole
Everyone
time,
loves him.
oh,
Everyone
I
loves
hate
him.
this. I hate everything. But like at the end of the fucking whole thing, you're just like
Always.
nice as fuck. Except always.
You are such a
Always.
nerd, Ian.
No.
Yeah, that was really
that
nerdy.
was real nerdy.
We're gonna turn on you real quick.
You
I
better.
don't care.
Watch
I was
your
all
back.
for
get
this.
funnier.
Watch
I was
your back,
I was excited,
and
for
then you
this.
gotta go all Harry Potter.
and now you have to reference Harry Potter. What the fuck are you doing on my show, man?
I'm just saying that's what Ron reminds me of with his fucking acorn head of niceness, dude.
Acorn of niceness.
It's the hair.
It is the hair.
The hair.
I don't know. I hate everything. I have diabetes.
That's a good impression.
I don't bring up my diabetes that much. You guys
I
do.
can't. Treats. I have diabetes.
Chris,
Ron
put me down. You're gonna rip my insulin pump out.
I'm glad you're all enjoying this so much.
Diabetes.
Ha ha, my best friend's dying from an internal illness. Ha ha. Fucking assholes.
I think you meant he's so sweet that he gave himself diabetes.
Exactly.
Not
Yeah.
nice.
Little
He's so
angel baby.
sweet.
Sweetness. Yeah, that's sweetness. It's totally destroyed your
Oh.
blood sugar.
Are we hating on me or my diabetes?
What's the difference?
You are your diabetes.
It's just my persona.
You're one and the
I am the
same.
diabetes.
You're one and the same. Don't even act like you're not.
You and diabetes are one.
Man, is this you talking or the diabetes?
For
I
real.
am the diabetes.
Every time I talk to
Chris.
you, it's like, I hate this, I hate that. I feel like you're just trying to like bring your blood sugar down.
That was a stupid joke, and you're a stupid person.
It was one diabetes joke too many.
You crossed the line.
All right, so what else do you hate about Ron?
Besides his
What's there-
diabetes that he can't control.
He doesn't hate anything else.
I just don't think Ron hates things as much as he says he does.
No, I really do.
I talk to Ron is, I hate this, I hate that, and then he just talks about how he, like, everything he says isn't really that hateful.
Ron is one of the most hateful people I know.
I just disagree. I feel like Ron says he hates everything, and then he low key doesn't hate any of it at all.
Just
think
because
Ron
I don't
looks
get.
cute and cuddly, but inside,
He's full
He's
of
a
rage
hate
and child
monster.
fucking.
Oh,
ah,
I think even the child fucking, like, he likes
There's a
it way
difference
more
be-
when he leads on. Like, everything he's like, nah, yours are so
yeah,
stupid.
he
I
hates
hate
it way more than he leads on because he loves it.
Exactly. Everything he
There's
says he hates, he actually likes. That's the first thing he said. Oh,
there's a difference between hate and rage. I don't have a lot of rage. I have a lot of hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can hate things without being so angry about it.
No,
Yeah.
I think Ron has rage. I think it's in there.
shit.
It just only comes out in
When he's
private.
ass fucking children.
Just pound, pound, pound.
Whoa.
I'm so glad that I just called in for this.
Harry, you're at like a 7. We need you at like a 4. Okay.
Went out of my way on my vacation to be part of this. And what'd you do on your
Time,
vacation? Oh, I got called a pedophile by my best friends.
You're having too much fun.
Yeah, you're
gotta bring it
away
down.
on vacation, having all this fun, going to aquariums,
Yeah,
stealing children. out
You
of
might get
cribs.
soft, and when you come back, you might be not as hateful. We got
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes of being at work, all the hate will flood back in.
There's no hate, I swear.
Fuck you, Ian.
So that's
You
your whole thing.
Just
That's your whole thing.
of course it is,
you
because
just-
he didn't think it out because he's a fucking idiot.
I kind of thought a little bit about it.
He had one joke prepared and then he botched it when he said it on air. He goes, "Oh yeah, I wrote this one joke. Yeah, Ron's so sweet he gave himself diabetes." Then on air, he's like, "Ron's so nice he gave himself diabetes." What are you talking about, you big fucking idiot?
I'm so glad this is going exactly the way I thought it was gonna go. I'm so happy.
All right, that's it. We're taking Ian's thing. Ron, you want to hate Ian?
There's too much.
There's too much.
That's what you always say, but then you low key love me more than you love anybody else. So go on. I wanna
No,
hear this.
no.
No.
Every single conversation always ends with you going on about aliens. Everything. We could literally be talking
No,
about
it's pretty true.
every
Well, I
single
must
thing. We'll be sitting there playing like Mortal Kombat, and Ian will be like, "You know what this reminds me of? The aliens landing in Roswell." And I'll be like, "What? What the?"
Okay, first off, they put xenomorphs.
See, here you go. See here. See, look, it's happening. It's happening. As I'm saying it, he's gonna go on about aliens.
He's right. I'm just not gonna talk for like at least 5 minutes to save myself here.
So what else?
Ian's just
Yeah, what
sitting
else,
here
Dick?
babbling and like his head's bobbling around.
Because he can't talk about aliens right now, and he really wants
He's
to.
trying to not talk about aliens.
Exactly.
There you go. 1 point, Ron. No points, Ian, so
Fuck
far.
yeah.
Someone like is just bobbing his head, flashing his little bald spot at me.
Can you get a yarmulke to cover that fucking thing up?
Probably could.
And he would too.
That decision.
He's gonna get a yarmulke.
I wouldn't put it past him.
You
I don't know how to be Jewish.
know how
Work
to
with me
be.
tomorrow.
The bagel shop.
No, not really. Every day is a struggle.
You guys don't hate each other that much.
What?
No, he just pretends to hate me.
It's not really pretend.
It's pretend as fuck.
So is it actual? Like, do you really hate Ian?
Yeah, he's a stupid idiot. You can hate someone and then also enjoy their company for like 5 minutes.
I know a few people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, cool, it's Ian," and then he'll talk, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I fucking hate Ian."
And then there's all.
A good idea to hang out with you, but now I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple people like that. More than a couple.
Everyone.
Most people.
Everyone you know.
Except for me and John. He can't get enough.
Yeah, I keep coming back.
Living for months at a time with us. Even though I spit in your mouth while you sleep.
Ew.
That is awesome.
Hey,
actually really
That's
funny.
how do you think you got the flu?
And I didn't.
Ah, it all makes sense.
Coincidence.
It's all coming together. Pieces of the puzzle.
So
Good topic, Ian. We're so glad you were on the show today.
I'm glad I thought it through for like.
Your
yeah.
contribution was fucking pointless.
Someone finally bombed harder than me.
Oh, it was definitely gonna be me.
I'm so happy.
I
I'm
literally
so
Big bomb
happy.
harder than Kara, and
I
that was
literally-
really hard to do.
Really hard.
I literally said, "You know what I can hit on? Ron." Anything's really
Oh
isn't
my
my
God.
strong suit.
John's been drinking an empty water bottle the entire podcast, just so everyone knows.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I want there to not be empty in it.
Trying to drink it, and there's like literally not even a drop.
I want there to not be empty in it.
He's
But
just
there's
gonna
just, like, there's
he's just
nothing-
gonna drool in it
Ew.
to fill it back up.
Chris, jizz in it real quick.
No, don't do that. That's my water bottle.
That's for later.
All right, Kara, come choke me so I can get hard.
Ah,
Oh god.
choke me, daddy.
Oh man.
You've made Ian cry. He just left.
Good.
He's crying about his bald spot that I pointed out.
Yeah, you're mean.
I was
Not
waiting
everyone
for
can
an
have a luscious
opportunity.
head of hair like you, Chris.
Chris has a beautiful head of hair.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome, pal.
My hair would
Aw.
be nice if I washed it every once in a while.
Ew.
The hair on your head,
No, my ball hair.
Ew.
whole chest, the back, the face, the feet.
Sounded like you were
Oh.
starting that that Thanksgiving dinner song.
Yeah.
Head, shoulders.
No, not that one.
What are you fucking talking about,
I know that
Kara?
that's not a Thanksgiving song, but that's what popped into my head.
All right. So,
I don't suck.
coming that hard on the thing that he hated this week made me think about how much I hate unfunny people.
Ian.
People who aren't funny are bummers.
Ian.
Yeah.
He's still crying. So.
I understand that, like, you can't be funny all the time, and there are times where being funny isn't appropriate.
No, there's not.
I've never
But
ever
still-
once experienced that moment.
Having a little bit of levity in dark situations is always a good thing.
I can make any tragedy funny.
Yeah. Like, but like, I mean, like, not like at the funeral, you shouldn't bring up like all the track marks. But like, you
I
should
totally
be able
did.
to at the bar after the funeral, crack a couple jokes. You know, there's always one person there who is like, you're not allowed to do that in front of because they'll start crying, and those people are unfunny, humorless pieces of shit.
I walked out of the room for like a minute.
Well,
What the
To go
fuck?
cry.
How do we get to like cracking jokes at funerals?
because you bombing so hard made me think about how much I hate unfunny people. People who cannot tell a joke, people who don't understand jokes, and people who just like Chris's base on Facebook.
Oh my god, they try to add to
Oh
the joke.
my god, those joke pile-ons are fucking terrible.
Yeah,
They're rage-inducing. I hate your fans.
my face.
Yeah, most of them are really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Every time I go, like, I see like 37 comments on your shit posting. I'm like, oh, maybe there's a gem. There's never a gem.
There's
It's just
never a
piles
gem.
of shit, and like you sprinkle sparkles all over it to make it like enticing for me to come and view the content. And it's
Half of them
bullshit.
are unfunny jokes, and the other half are like guys trying to get Chris to come over and fuck them.
Yeah. Or people who don't understand the joke at all,
Yeah.
and like trying
And they
to
just
like,
ask questions
yeah.
about it.
have you dissect and explain the jokes, which is never fun.
Like yesterday, I said I only listen to ultra right-wing conservative Christian talk radio when I fuck. And someone literally commented like, "Why would you do that?"
I don't.
Are you serious? You really? I understand you're reading like text and it's hard to pick up sarcasm.
Yeah, but if
via
they know
text, but
anything-
if you just pay attention to the fucking words.
But if they know anything about the things that you post on Facebook,
Have you-
it's
yeah.
never anything true.
Yeah,
Or serious.
yeah.
It's all true and it's all serious.
But it goes like
Hard-hitting facts.
Yeah.
I really just went like, why? And I like went home and tried it. Like, oh, this is fucking terrible.
Fucking to Christian conservative radio is really bad.
Yeah.
Why are we trying this?
My boner dissolved.
The boner dissolved.
Like
I wasn't asked for that.
I get like people that aren't like comedians, like people who aren't who's like haven't built a personality that like makes a lot of jokes.
Yeah,
I understand
I'm not a
those
comedian.
Well, I mean, like you're not like a like what do you need to do to be a comedian? All you got to do is start saying that you're a comedian and you're a comedian.
No, I
There's
think
no comedian school.
I think
mean,
you
there
have to-
is,
I
but-
think you have to make a living doing it.
Not even.
No,
Most
I don't think so.
comedians don't make livings doing it.
You have to publicly do it, like at
Because
a
I
venue
think
or
of like
for
dumb one-liners to post on Facebook. I'm a
Yeah.
comedian.
That you write jokes. That's the
To an
You-
audience.
You make
to an
you
audience.
make
Yeah,
people
you have to,
laugh.
like, publicly.
You got
Chris is
Wikipedia.
like, I'm a comedian.
You got Wikipedia what counts.
Sitting in your room jerking off and saying funny jokes to yourself, you're probably not a comedian.
Right.
you're just a funny weird
John,
guy.
you're not a comedian.
Like, I mean, you perform on this podcast that like 4 people might listen to every
Yeah.
once in a while, and then
And they're all of us.
yeah, you write material on Facebook.
Well, Ian's sitting here performing on this podcast, and he just showed he's not a comedian.
Yeah, no, he is terrible. He's unfunny as fuck.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I'm not sorry for what Chris said.
We wish Ron was back.
If I ever try to be funny, I'm only gonna fail worse than I ever
Ron,
could.
take your dick out of that boy and get back to New York.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
Oh my god.
I just imagine him like pulling it out like a rope. And it's like those magic handkerchiefs. It just never ends. It just keeps
Ron's
coming.
got a never-ending dick. That's hilarious. And it's stuck in a boy.
And he keeps trying to get it out.
When Ron takes his dick out of boys, it's like he's pulling a bucket of water out of a well.
Thanks, Carrie. You decide to be funny when you're making pedophile jokes.
What a time to start.
Fantastic.
That was really good.
I did something right.
My dick is a never-ending handkerchief.
Yes. It's the rightest thing I've ever done.
I've never heard that one, but I like it the best.
Yeah, Ron, your dick is a magician's joke. Whatever. Cool.
They're all tool bags.
Like, oh, it just.
Oh, what?
What about that guy? Was it you that showed me the? I don't think it was. I think it was your mom. She showed me a video on YouTube of this guy that has like a 22-inch dick.
Whoa.
Oh my
I saw that
god.
yesterday.
Oh my
A
god.
19-inch dick, dude?
Yeah, 19 inches.
I want to see that.
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
he can't even use it.
Hear that, man?
He just walking around with flopping.
That's
Yes.
the guy. He's got to fold it and then
Yeah.
fold it and then like cram it in.
I'm looking at
That's
it
a
right
hassle.
now.
That
It's
sounds
on
terrible.
YouTube?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
it's like a medical thing. It's
Yeah,
not just the
it's
guy
not like a
flashing
guy
his
like,
cock.
like hey.
And he's like,
Oh my god.
they've
He's got
offered-
it wrapped up in like gauze and
Yeah.
shit.
yeah,
It's all calloused and scabbed. And
they've-
he's just dragging on the floor.
they've offered to give him a reduction,
This
Would you
but
like a cock
he
reduction?
doesn't want it, even though he can't use it.
No
The
man.
ego is
It's
too
just
high.
like no man ever will, like, even if it's like medically necessary to have your cock
I'd
shortened,
rather die.
Well, he
we won't
said-
do it. We won't do it.
He
We just
said-
won't do it.
He said that it's, like it makes him more of a man to have a 19-inch cock that he can't use.
Well, fuck
Yeah.
you.
And it's so thick.
Yeah, that's the guy with the. They blurred it out.
Oh my
They can't blur
god.
it out.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god, it's just a limb.
It literally
They're,
looks like another
they're blurring
arm.
out his balls. They're weighing it.
Oh, how much does it weigh?
He's got a sock on it.
He probably has to have a sock on it. Jeez, look at that thing.
Good damn, I guess
Yeah,
you're a
it's
guy.
just
Can't
proof
be
that
jealous.
no,
No
Oh
matter
my God.
what.
it's so uncomfortable. It's got to be the most uncomfortable thing to ever have happen to a
It's
person.
longer than my leg.
Like you can't. Where
People
can
are
you
taking
go?
pictures of him. He's like holding it up.
Where can you
I
go
would
with
too.
that thing? Where can you go?
You should
What-
see him when he
Look
wears
at it.
pants.
It's
You
as
can
long
clearly
as his leg.
pants. You see
How do you
it
get that
bopping
thing
around.
in your pants?
I don't
He has
care.
special-
I'm
he's
jealous
got
as fuck.
He has to put it in his pant leg.
He's standing it up.
Oh my
I would
God.
fight
It
people
looks
with
like
that.
a big baloney log.
I would literally punch people with
Hey,
it.
pal, is that a pool noodle in your pants? Are you happy to see me? Oh, no, it's a pool noodle.
Is it constantly erect?
Why?
Ew.
Yeah, like,
He's like, I think he's showing
Look, if
that
I
he.
could smack myself in the forehead with my cock,
Yeah.
I would do it all day long.
I
Yeah.
think.
He's gonna
Why?
definitely suck
What?
some dick.
Why?
Because I can.
Oh, well, that's all we get from that video. Well, okay.
That guy
Well,
sucks his own
it's
dick,
so
hands
long.
down.
Ew.
I'm just saying, like, it was always like,
My goodness. Oh, my
Okay.
goodness.
So you guys are all sitting around in a room just looking at some guy's 20-inch dick.
you don't
Yeah,
understand.
we've done it
I'm
before.
really impressed.
Yeah, I do that regularly.
He's in the chat. He says Mexican chorizo. That's what I call him.
Oh, yes.
He used a tube sock to show it on film and weighed it in at 2 pounds.
Jesus
That
Christ.
cock is more than 2 pounds.
It
Thank
looks
you,
like
Rainer.
more.
For the facts,
Hard-hitting facts.
hard-hitting facts.
Yeah.
That's what this show is about.
Yeah.
There's
No.
Oh,
only 70 progeria cases in the world.
That guy literally has 5 fucking limbs. So, like, how the hell does that happen?
I don't know, but
You just walk up to that guy and you're like,
mean-
I'll take a half a pound of the salami.
Ew.
Yeah, that was gross.
It makes him feel
I'm
like
sorry,
more of
sir.
a
We
man.
don't have any more salami. Like, I'm looking at it right there. No, that's just my cock, sir.
Oh, I'll take a half a pound of that.
Yeah.
Right in my ass.
Oh God.
I mean, it makes him feel like more of a man. More power to him. No one else has a bigger dick than that.
Remember that guy that
No.
had like the 180-pound ball sack?
No.
I think that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I gotta
yes.
say that's
And
probably
he,
better.
he had like a milk crate that he would
yeah, you would
carry around
it
with him
around
just to rest his big,
Giant.
giant,
Balls.
fucking delicious
This
balls.
guy definitely would. So I'm just saying, I'd rather have the fucking salami.
Could you imagine like a girl at a bar being petty? Like, you've probably got a small dick, and then he
He
just
whips it
fucking
out,
whips that
smacks
thing
her.
out. It
Smacks
just
her with
fucking
it.
knocks her
Concussion.
unconscious with it.
Yeah, that's straight up gonna give somebody a concussion. Like, no doubt about it.
Indecent exposure and woman battering.
With his cock.
Well, she should know her place.
Yes.
Wow.
Holy crap.
So, yeah,
That's
peop-
my topic this week: gender roles.
Oh, I was gonna segue into mine. All right, go
Oh,
ahead.
too late. I beat ya.
Yeah. You beat me with that big cock.
I don't have a big cock.
I'm sorry.
That's why you don't like me that much.
I have
But
three
yeah, no.
cats.
My topic this week is gender roles. I actually don't hate gender roles. I hate that we're trying to get rid of them. I think it's bullshit.
What's a gender role?
Like
it's like a female roll of bread.
It's like
I was saying, it's a really weird way to make your sandwich.
shut up.
Can you put butter on it?
it's crab, avocado, and I think like a little bit of eel sauce.
Yeah, gender roll. Sushi rolls.
Way deeper on this.
No, it's like what society says that things that men should do and things that women should do.
Like women should
Like-
stay home and cook.
Right, and take care of the kids, and men should go out and work and provide for the family. I don't think it's such a bad thing. I'm tired of working. I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
And I want to stay. I want to not work. It's bullshit that women are trying to take over. Like, they're fucking up my flow. I don't want to be doing these things. All the women in the 1920s, they got what they wanted, and I'm not happy about it.
Burning their bras.
God.
Raping their churches.
Stop, they're not shaving.
What did women get in the 20s? Other than
No, they
right hooks
fought
to the chin.
No, they fought for women's rights in the 20s.
Right.
I'm saying they got what they like. We finally reached the point where they got what they wanted. They're not here to see it,
Yeah,
but
it works in against us too, because like now we have to like be good fathers and
like, be careful what
Yeah,
you
we
wish
don't have
for.
to do it.
There's no one's like, guys aren't romantic anymore. They don't take you out on a date and hold the door for you or hold grocery bags. Like, it's just, it fucked me over.
Actually,
You ever seen a Tinder date?
the other day, so my boyfriend got promoted at work and he's making more money now. So like kind of joking around, I said, "Oh, are you gonna take care of me now?" He straight up got completely serious and was like, "No, if I'm working, you're working."
Wow, what an asshole.
I was like, "Holy shit, okay, maybe they fucking buy me a t-shirt or something." God.
He's like, not in 2017, you're not.
He's like, "If I'm working, you're working. You're not gonna fucking sit home." I was like, "You need to calm down."
oh my God.
I was like, "Guess I have my path laid out for me. Work to the grave."
But that's what I mean. Like, why can't we just go back? It would be much easier for me if we would go back. And I think a lot of men would like it too.
It's just hard now, like with the money thing.
Then women wouldn't have such a fucking opinion. And they wouldn't have to hear our bitching.
Our stupid economy is so rough that you can't live in a usually live in a one working household.
Like, I'm bitchy because I have to do everything that I don't want to be doing. A man should be doing it, and I'm doing it. I don't like it.
That's stupid.
Oh,
We're all just like, okay.
I'm not saying my man's not doing it. I'm saying that I don't want to do it either way.
Well, you guys decided to burn your
I
bras.
didn't decide to do anything.
Get all uppity.
I mean, yeah, like guys was like low key, just like, well, this makes our lives easier. Yeah, you guys can work, make just as much as we do.
And now you're all
Hell
lazy
more.
fucks.
Chivalry is dead.
Yeah.
Hey, you killed it.
I didn't kill it.
Women killed it.
We're just glad we can watch it burn, right?
Well, I mean, like, we're not gonna put out the fire.
Yeah.
You guys all have to get back into the kitchen yourselves. We're not gonna put you there. 'Cause we
I
don't
ain't
wanna be-
making no one no damn sandwich making you fucking.
I would be fine.
You
with
can't
that.
have it. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Get Subway for that
You
now.
can't have it both ways.
I don't want it both ways. I don't mind. Make your own damn sandwich. Fuck it. I'll go to work.
Yeah, Subway will make our sandwiches. We're
No.
fine.
I'd rather stay home, cook food, clean the house, and not have to go to work.
You can make the beds too. I hate making beds.
I'll take care of the kids that go to work.
Yeah,
I
John.
don't want to do any of that.
Fuck all that. Yeah.
You guys don't like it either. Like the stay at home, they don't like it. They wanna go work.
I hate being a father. It's terrible.
Fuck you, Gavin.
You mean like a full time like
Yeah.
stay at home?
Yeah, like I just want to be like, get in your room. Like when I get home. It'd be
Yeah.
great.
Well, we might as well just combine hates. I was gonna do like this women's march.
God, let's join in together.
hate.
That's equality right there.
Yeah, I saw.
I want to be viewed as like an equal person. I don't want to be viewed like
Oh, no,
as
you
lesser.
can't have it all.
No. Because you guys will have the argument right now that like staying at home for dad is just as good as going to work, and it should be the same. It should be viewed as equal. But I want to have my role, and my role is staying home and cooking and cleaning, and that's just as important as going and doing a job. Because clearly, it all falls apart if a woman doesn't do it.
Both sound fucking terrible
This
to me.
is true. One time I asked my
Women are
boyfriend to
better.
help me cook, and he spilled spaghetti all over the floor.
Women are just
He
better.
couldn't open the box of spaghetti.
Right.
I was like, "Can you please just open this and put it in the pot?" All over the floor. We had no dinner. Spaghetti was
Naturally-
everywhere.
As men, we're not trained to open spaghetti.
Right. Naturally, as women, we're more nurturing. We take care of the we cook. We take care of the house. And naturally, men are out and working. Why can't it just be that way? It would just be better
I'd
that
a
way.
bad mother.
This is a really backwards conversation.
No, no,
Yeah.
everything's been backwards for the last 4 years, and people are starting to realize.
We made a uh-oh.
Oops.
We're not
The
ready to
pendulum's
evolve.
swinging back the other way now, Alyssa. Trump president, nah.
I can't wait till he smacks all the bitches and we go back in the kitchen.
Speaking of spilled spaghetti,
What the fuck is that?
Chris got marinara sauce on his foot 4 times today.
yeah, I put my foot in a bowl of pasta sauce 7 times.
He's
Why was it near your foot?
He's a what, John? Can you what?
He's a.
a
Did
moron.
you eat more of those brownies? The other night, he goes like, I just had a nibble.
So speaking of
Well, a nibble
spaghetti,
for him is like 8 brownies.
He ate a bowl of spaghetti, and instead of getting up when he was done, putting it in the sink, he put it in the floor
Oh,
right in front of him.
right, because you've
Then he
never
stuck
done that.
Yeah.
I've never stuck my foot in a bowl of marinara sauce.
Just his face, and then he sucked the whole thing down.
You just smeared mustard all over the place.
No, he stepped on a mustard packet and popped it all over my jacket.
These are the things I come home to.
That's awesome. Your life is fucking awesome.
I know. I want to live here too. Can I come?
Everyone, just come live in our
I'll live in
fucking
the
shitty
closet.
apartment.
I don't mind. I'll sound.
Chris is gonna have to move over.
That closet is full of clothes.
It's very soundproof. I got love
What?
in there.
Full of clothes.
Chris is gonna have to scoot over.
I'll just sleep like on top. Of
Ron
him.
wanted to cuddle with you the last time he was here so bad.
I'm still waiting for my steel panties
What?
to protect my
You
ass.
steal
There's
what?
steel panties.
Yeah, to
Why do you
protect
steal
my ass.
panties?
He steals the panties from the 12-year-olds.
Oh.
No,
Or-
steel like metal.
He
Not
needs to-
stolen.
or no.
I
He
know.
needs to hide his boner when he sees the 12-year-old, so he needs the hard steel.
No,
Chris
he
is
wants-
not 12 years old.
He wants the steel panties so Chris doesn't shove his dick in his
Ass.
asshole.
But Chris doesn't fuck people in the ass. He gets fucked. In
I
the
know.
ass.
Nice.
Well, he doesn't want
It's
to. He
a
doesn't want
bottom.
him to grab his dick and shove it in his own ass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not my own ass. His ass.
No, that's what. And
Own
Chris
ass.
to grab your dick and shove it in his own ass.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Explain
Right.
this one more
He didn't get it.
Bro, just like, yeah, that's right.
When I had Ron on my shoulders, he said I was about to rip his insulin pump out. I think that was bullshit. He just didn't want me to feel his big throbbing,
Bulging cock.
tumescent cock in my back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So what about the spaghetti? Speaking of spaghetti,
So how many times did you actually step in it?
It was like
no,
3 or
this
4.
is another spaghetti story. I think I was, we'll say 17, 18. And I hear my parents like screaming and fighting downstairs. And I go like down the stairs to see what was going on.
All the hubbub.
Yeah, all the hullabaloo. And my father's standing at the stove in the kitchen, completely naked with a big hard on. Did I just say hard on?
Yeah.
A big boner.
What?
I'm actually my father's like a lot more like hung than I am. It's
Shut.
really not
Can
fair.
you stop?
okay,
He's standing
Oh my
there.
God.
just slapping spaghetti on his dick.
No, my mother had thrown a plate of spaghetti at him, and it was just stuck in. The plate was smashed on the floor, and spaghetti was stuck to the wall. My father was standing there, just naked, still with a rod, and he was trying to light a cigarette at the stove. That wasn't a gas stove with a flame; it was like the heating elements, and he was trying to light a cigarette on that. And my mother was just standing there, out of breath, and there was spaghetti everywhere and hard dick.
What kept the
It
heart
makes a
on
lot
going?
of sense.
Yeah.
How
That
old
doesn't
were you when
make
this
sense.
happened?
I want to know how he
17.
kept the heart on.
Oh no, that doesn't make much sense. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 4
Were
or
they
5.
performing the Aristocrats?
Yeah.
None of this sounds arousing at all.
Okay. Well,
Great family bonding.
yeah.
Whew.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dad, remember that
was-
one
That was
time?
a story.
Have you ever walked in on your parents like while they were having sex?
Yes. I didn't see anything, but I did. I was younger than 17. I maybe, I don't know, like 12, we'll say.
Mhm.
I walked into the room. I don't remember why or anything, but the lights were off, and they were obviously like moving around on top of each other. And I remember them like calmly telling me to get out, like come back later. And
You didn't know, but you knew.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So wait, why was your dad in the kitchen with a giant boner?
How's he supposed to know?
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's not how everyone cooks spaghetti.
Nothing about what you said sounds like it was.
Was she
arousing
like
in the
jerking him
slightest.
off while
No,
cooking
she was
some
angry.
sauce?
She was angry.
And he
that-
loves it when
Is
she
that
gets
what
angry.
he likes? Like,
He used to watch a lot, like, not watch porn, but like chat with women online.
Oh.
So he's
And,
just sitting in the kitchen, like on a laptop.
No, like our desktop PC with like the tube monitor. This is years ago.
And
In the
she
living
caught
room,
him
and then they
chatting.
fought in the.
Chatting and
like you got mail kind of thing. Like,
While
You
making
got
a
me.
plate of spaghetti.
that?
This story is very convoluted.
What does that mean?
Just that, a lot of parts moving.
Like I don't know why he's so
that's
hard
not the
on.
definition of convoluted. I don't know what it is, but I know that that's not it.
And no, I'm not saying that that's the textbook definition. I'm trying to explain it to
No,
Chris. and Andy.
I just looked it up on my phone. It says a lot of parts moving. It's Webster's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
John's right.
Okay,
Legally.
sorry. I'm just
I-
stupid woman.
I swear to God, and I'm not even making this up. My father, he was chatting with some woman online, and my bedroom was upstairs. I went down to like the bathroom or whatever, and he was sitting in the dark in the living room on the computer. And I walked up behind him, and I guess he didn't know I was there. And I vividly remember this, and I'm not making a joke. I saw on the screen on like the AOL Instant Messenger screen name chat, whatever. She whoever he was talking to said, "Do you want me to lick your ass?" And my father typed back, "Lick away, baby."
Ew.
Oh.
I remember that so
Like, it
vividly.
was a freak.
How old were you?
Oh, I was young.
How long after that did like Chris Hansen show up at your house?
That's what started it all.
Lick away, baby.
Ugh.
I wish I was making that up.
So, but yeah, protesters.
Yeah, protesters. Oh, I just think they're a bunch of dumb whores who aren't going to get anything done. They don't even know what they're mad at.
They're mad at people calling them
They get all
whores.
their- From BuzzFeed.
And
Yeah.
PMS.
I just
Yeah.
want to know how many people that broke the windows at Starbucks were scheduled to work that day. Because I'm fully convinced that like that was like the main motivation.
Starbucks is a liberal company. They supported Hillary Clinton.
I'm
Why are
just
they
saying-
breaking their windows?
I'm just saying, if I was an employee and I didn't want to work, I'd be throwing like bricks through the window, like, "Whoa, I can't come in today. Do you see what's happening on the streets?"
Starbucks is like a pretty,
Yeah, that's my
pretty stand-up company.
Just
I
go
don't
there
know
and
why
break
they're
all the
throwing shit at
windows.
them.
I'll just bring that big A flag and just start throwing bricks through the windows.
Yeah.
That's a day
Like
off.
every
That's
other
a
job
day
you
off.
ever had.
Yeah.
And then you could just be like, I don't know, I don't want to work here anymore.
I'm
It's too
afraid my life
dangerous.
is dangerous.
I mean, there's got to be some way you can make people pay for that. Like, you got to get paid for that day. That's the only way I could see it making sense. Like, I don't want to come into
You
work,
gotta get paid
but I
for
want to
not
get
working?
paid. Like,
Because
when
you're
people are
missing out
attacking
on-
the building. Like, I showed up. I don't know about you guys. Like, I saw that brick go through the window.
You can still brew coffee with a couple of broken windows.
I'll just say, I
bunch of
feel like everybody
pussies.
got a paid day off. And that would have been my motivation to throw
Lip
bricks
cucks.
through the window.
Bunch of lip cucks.
Like everybody's heard the argument be made that like they're not like Trump is still gonna be the president, and like, but it's true though. Like you're not accomplishing anything.
Especially if you're
What are
doing it
they? What are their
ineffectively.
goals?
I
There's
don't even
literally-
know what they're really protesting about.
They're
Like, what
saying
is
don't
it?
grab my pussy.
All right.
Nobody's gonna grab any of their pussies. Have you seen those fucking women? Oh my god!
Like literally millions of people are marching in cities all around the country today. For what?
Isn't it like a Woman's Day like thing?
We're marching against. I swear, if you ask any of these women, like, "Oh, what are you protesting?" They go Trump. They go like, "Well, what about him? Like, what has he done?"
He's gonna
They'd be
grab
like,
my
"Well,
pussy."
what hasn't he done?" It's like, well, can you would just start screaming in your face, roaring, internally.
Roar.
Yeah.
Roar.
At least know if he's doing something against women. Know what he's doing and have a valid argument and
These-
protest
I
effectively.
do think that
These
they're
women.
like, as long as any of them know like a fact or two about Planned Parenthood and what they're doing for that organization, fine, okay, that at least they, but none of them do.
The whole birth control thing, where like birth control right now is free. You can I don't pay any money to get birth control, whatever like that. Happen. And again, I could be wrong. I don't claim to know everything. I think now they're gonna go back to where you're gonna have to pay anywhere between $30 and like $100 for it or more for IUDs and implants and things like that. So even if some woman came up and said, "Oh, my birth control, I can't afford it. I it's too much money a month. I don't, I need to support my family and I don't want any more kids." It's like, I'm going somewhere with this, but I don't know exactly where. The birth, like, just say, "Oh, I'm protesting because I want my free birth control. I want the right to
Like, have a
yeah.
reason
My birth
why you're
control
protesting.
covered under my insurance
Yeah,
is what
which
they
is
want.
what it is now. But half
Which
people
like
don't
I
even
don't.
know.
That's not
Which
a
has
problem.
he even said that he wanted to
Yes.
change that? Yeah.
That's
he
like
wants-
a
yeah,
big
you-
conservative
yeah.
talking point right now is that they want not have insurance companies be forced to pay for birth control, which I think is wrong.
Who's like backing that, like Trojan?
What? Like, no.
Somebody's
I-
always
I
making money
remember-
off these arguments.
I
I'm just
remember
saying.
in high school, and I was in high school. I was a high school, not working, not making a lot of money. I remember having to pay for my birth control before whatever I guess Obama did, and
And,
it was like $30 to $40
Oh yeah,
a
it's
month.
expensive. It
I was a
can be.
high school student. That was hard, and obviously in high school, like I'm like 16.
And
I'm
my-
not trying to have a baby at 16.
And it's all it also like the argument is, well, if you can't afford birth control, don't have sex.
We're gonna
Well,
have sex.
Yeah.
How about you go fuck yourself? And
Sex
how
is
about
free.
in
I don't have to pay money
yeah,
to have sex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have sex.
you just suck it up and pay $30 because you don't want abortions to be legal. If all women were covered and had birth control, then that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
You wouldn't need abortions.
yeah.
Uh,
I love abortions.
Yeah, I think abortions are great.
I love.
It's the
good
number one
abortion.
purveyor of stem cell, like a provider towards stem cell research, which will keep me alive indefinitely, hopefully, in the near future.
Nobody I know wants to die more than you.
I only want to die because I know that I'm going to die. If I wasn't going to die anymore, I would totally opt for living forever.
I wanna
yeah, I
live
can get down with
forever.
that.
It's outer space. So many
Thinking
things are
that?
gonna happen
Yeah.
in outer space
Don't
that
get
I'm
me
not gonna
started
get
on
to
outer
see.
space.
Yeah, then like just do whatever I want and live forever. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the amount of like drugs and unprotected sex I'd have.
Like you only want to die because like you know that you're gonna die, like get older, and your body's
not-
gonna start failing,
I
and it's gonna be miserable.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
see.
pretty
Like I'm
old
afraid of
people
being
every
old.
day.
I'm not afraid of living. I don't want to get older. Like
Yeah.
I want to stop.
And you don't want to go through all that like effort of like working out for hours and hours a day and eating a vegan diet so that you can like be that fit old dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to
Maybe
stop
Chris
getting-
does. I don't know. He's a gym
I don't
He
guy.
know.
doesn't want to. He's
I wanted
doing
to stop
it.
getting older like 5 years ago. So I'm fine.
But John, if you live forever, like, I mean, what happens when the Dorito factories shut down and like disappear?
I don't eat Doritos anymore, Ron. I'm trying to
Live forever.
eat.
He eats
better.
pot brownies now.
Yeah, I eat pop brownies now.
You just had a nibble of like 15 of them.
Just a nibble.
Of like 15 of them.
If you don't finish it,
He
it doesn't
sprinkles the
count.
cheese packets from 5 different macaroni boxes on his pot brownies.
Other brownies.
Ew.
Ugh.
There's like everybody protesting, whether you're a woman or you're gay or you're just against Trump and you're
Transgender.
protesting. It's like they literally they don't know what they're protesting. They don't know what they even want. The only thing they know is they don't want Trump, and it's just ignorant.
And it's not every single person that's protesting, but like the majority of people protesting have no. They're just going along like groupthink. Like, oh, okay, I gotta protest.
I'm a woman. I'm gonna protest for the women too because, and like my boyfriend's here because I told him he had to be. Otherwise, we're not having sex. And he's just wearing a big fucking vagina on his head. Ah!
I could never imagine like being that person that withholds sex because you're angry. Like people use it as a weapon.
I need to find a man like you.
The pussy is powerful. The pussy is powerful.
Yeah, pussy power.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You give it to them and they never want to make you mad again.
But they do.
Mhm.
But they try really hard
It's
not to.
inevitable. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable to not make someone mad.
Yeah, especially when you're living with people, you're eventually gonna like step on some toes.
You ever had like angry sex?
Sure.
Sometimes
Yeah, right.
it's the best
You
sex.
shove it in harder.
Yeah.
What about you, Ron? You ever turn off an episode of
Thank you, Kara.
like
Couple
like
puppies.
bubble guppies and piss off your date and then just have some angry sex with them?
Chuck E. Cheese
No.
tokens.
No, because I'm never on a date. So
He just
He
takes them back to
forces
their
them.
house.
just
They're
raping
tied
them.
up. It's not a date.
right.
He's not a fan of
Right.
Right.
He's just giving up. He's like, all right, yeah, I guess
It's not a date if they just find him in the bull pit.
You know they got rid of all the ball pits?
Because of
Aw.
Ron.
Thanks, Rod.
You fucked it up.
Yeah.
Were they really in the ball pits though?
I don't know what's scarier, finding Ron at the bottom of a ball pit or finding Jonathan in the foam pit.
Probably Rod. The ball pit.
Yeah, because I didn't have an erection. I had a heart attack.
Yeah, that was good.
You can't, it's very hard to maintain an erection while you're having a heart attack.
They ever find John at the bottom of a foam pit, it's just going to be like his skeleton. Because he didn't get out. He just got,
I love how you had to clarify.
He didn't get it.
Oh my goodness.
You'd think that they'd clean out the foam pit because it started to stink. I'd imagine that I'd be a very terrible smelling dead body.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure foam pits
Thanks,
don't smell
babe.
too good. to
You're
start.
welcome.
Yeah, you would be stinky if you
Oh,
died.
You know. Not
No,
always
I don't think
exactly
they-
fresh.
All the employees
you're
at the
alive.
foam place are like Ian, so like they just ignore it.
Ah,
Be like, oh, it smells kind of bad in here today. Whatever.
Ah.
this is great.
I was too lazy to even like yell back at him.
Ah.
Oh, it's not fucking kids. I don't even care.
What?
What'd you say?
At least not fucking kids.
So
I
what
don't care.
would smell worse, like the foam pit after John's been in it, or the ball pit after Ron's been in it?
After Ron's fucked a bunch of.
And jizzed all over all the balls.
Of the kids and the actual balls and ball pit.
I feel like the kids would shit their pants and piss themselves while getting fucked by Ron. So
Oh my
This is the least
God.
funny
It's
thing
really
ever.
bad.
It's
It's
really
like
dark.
really bad.
It's
I feel
going
like
to
that
a
was-
really
I want
dark
everyone to know
place.
that like I don't want any kids to get fucked by Ron. I'm not for this.
I mean, it would make the joke really work. So I don't know.
Remember earlier?
Oh.
I think Ron needs to stop.
Remember when John was saying earlier that he hates unfunny people? Yeah, that's all of
He
you.
hates himself.
That's all of you right now.
The number one person that he hates is himself.
The foam pit smells like cheese and mediocrity, and the ball pit smells like baby powder and diabetic seed.
Diabetic seed.
Oh my god.
Fuck you guys.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Say it, Ron. Say it. Say you don't want to talk about this anymore.
I can't
No.
believe we're talking
That
Are you guys really gonna go on about this?
about this.
It's already too late.
Exactly. Oh my god. We miss you, Ron.
We do.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah, you're better than me.
I miss you guys too.
Aw.
Aw.
I love Ron.
See, I told you he's.
I'm
way
so
too
glad
nice.
Ron's back in my life.
Me too.
I'm not joking.
Told you Ron's-
I would hope
One
not.
serious part of the podcast.
Chris is just making a jerk off motion the entire time that he's saying this. I love Ron. I wish Ron. I'm so glad Ron's back in my life.
Did you see the meme?
I don't fake jerk off motions like some faggot, all right? I take my dick out and show you I really need business.
Oh,
I wish I was there.
did you see the Trump meme where he's going like this and
Yeah, I
there's a dick
did,
in his
yeah.
hand?
I feel like there was a lot that happened this week, and we didn't touch on any of it.
Like the moth that was named after Donald Trump because of his weird, like scaly
That
head
happened?
and his odd genitalia.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh my god. It's in the group chat.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, right,
I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah, it's got a weird dick. That's why they named it
Oh.
after Donald Trump.
Oh my.
Donald Trump's got a weird dick.
Yeah.
I think you tell people like political views, but like they actually did that.
Yep.
Well, I kind of see it, so I kind of see its
Yeah.
point.
I still think the highlight of my week was George Bush trying to put on that plastic poncho.
Amen.
I
back
agree with
all
that.
the way.
I was
That's
at
funny.
work.
I know
didn't see
I know we
any of
already
this.
mentioned it, but I really loved it.
I love the last picture where he just gave up and made it a hat.
I know.
Like, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Just defeated.
I was looking
Yeah,
at that
like-
and I was like, that looks like me right now.
Like George Bush, like just being himself. Like that's like him in his truest form. Like he tried so hard and then just gave up and did the best he could.
Sorry, guys.
I was really hoping that Biden and Pence would just slug it out.
Smiles.
Just taking it. Ugh.
You know, like she's fuming on the inside.
I think when she was glaring at him, and he was just looking at somebody
She's
else
shriveling
the
up
whole
from the
time.
inside
And he
out.
realized she
There was a
looking at
point
him.
where there was a little bit of rain. She had a big umbrella over her, and she was still wrapping herself up in plastic during the inauguration. I was like, if she gets an ounce of water on her, she's gonna melt.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the thing where Hillary caught Bill looking at Ivanka?
Yeah.
That was probably the best.
Yeah.
I feel like every.
I have a lot of memes and videos to look up when we're done here.
You didn't see that?
I was at work.
She clearly
Bill
isn't
was
doing her
just sitting
job.
right next to her, just drooling at Ivanka.
Yeah, basically every.
And
former
Hillary's just
president just
staring
like
at
this,
him.
staring
It's her fault.
Have you seen Bill
Clearly
Clinton?
not doing her job.
Like, he looks like she's just been sucking the life force out of him.
Yeah.
Kind of looking kind of like the emperor at this point.
Yeah.
He looks like
He's palpitating.
final stages. He's
He's got that big liver spot on his
He
face.
looks
Yeah.
so fucked up.
That Wendy's catching up.
And he's only like a year older than Trump.
Right before the inauguration, like, Hillary opened up the basement door and was like, "Let's go, Bill."
They have an alliance, not a marriage. Some weird sort of agreement that they have. They don't actually like each other. They're just in it for some sort of weird
Power.
conspiracy shit.
They've never been in love.
Yeah.
She's been riding his coattails, trying to ascend to power.
Didn't
And
work.
it didn't work
Didn't
out.
work at all. Nobody
Didn't work
was
out.
fooled.
Should have stayed
She
home
held,
and
like the
cooked dinner.
second highest, like
She lost to the black community organizer and the orange-faced "you're fired" guy. It's hilarious.
God, it was just so hard to be her and be alive.
I really hope she doesn't try again. Like,
She's not going to.
Okay.
What?
get over it.
Go away, Hillary Clinton.
so. Trump. Yeah, I guess he's the president now, right?
I mean, you guess.
Literally right before the show, just for shits and giggles, I went to my Google search bar on my phone. And I just who is the president of the USA? And just look at that.
And he just started viciously masturbating on John's couch.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Look
Isn't
at it.
that,
Oh my
you're not
God.
even a little bit embarrassed.
No, not at all.
Like
I
for
love him.
the whole country that like a reality TV show
I
star,
love him.
That wasn't the only thing that he was, and that's not what he started out
a
as.
failed businessman.
John, are you really asking Chris if he's embarrassed? The guy who told the story about drinking pee
Yeah,
willingly told that story.
yeah.
The other night, Chris fell asleep on the couch, and me and Jonathan were watching YouTube videos. And it was an interview, and someone said the name Donald Trump, and Chris jumped up out of his sleep and was like, huh, 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 huh,
Where
and
is
then
he?
passed right back out. But the words Donald Trump, if I want to wake him up, I just go, Donald Trump, and he wakes up.
I just don't understand being excited about any elected official. Like, ugh, how douchey and cringy of a thing to be really happy about.
Like, I'm okay with it. I'm not like jizz
Like,
in my pants.
but like, even
I am.
I would have turned on Bernie the moment that the inauguration happened. If Bernie had won, which I still think he could do it, guys.
Shut the fuck
He's
up.
got a chance.
There's a chance. There's something that he.
There's a
could,
loophole in
give
the
up.
legal
here.
system.
Never give up, never surrender. We give up, we lose.
Have you noticed that since the like, I'm not a Bernie guy at all. I've never really been a fan of anything about. But like since the election, like he's been like in the public eye, like going back to work and doing things.
But to be fair, he was
Hillary
like
just
30 years.
disappeared.
Yeah, because she was fake as fuck. and everybody knew it.
Disappeared.
Yeah, because she doesn't give a shit. She
doesn't
even
have
the
anything to
fucking
do.
Fighting
The Clinton
for the
Foundation.
impoverished second-class workers and women and the LGBT. I'm with you, and I'm
the
fighting.
Clinton Foundation
She's gone.
closed its doors.
Yep.
She was like, I'm done.
The layoffs from the Clinton
Her
Foundation,
only
they're
chance-
done.
Was
Because
better
foreign-
than Trump, and nobody believed that. So she was totally fucked.
Like fucking cunt.
Like literally,
She is a cunt.
her whole entire like campaign was basically like, "Hey, I'm better than Trump," and everybody's like, "No, you're not." Trump won.
Good explanation, Ian.
That's literally what she tried. Nobody was like, "Yeah, Hillary." Anybody who was like better than Trump, that was literally their entire argument.
Yeah, not Trump.
Yeah.
Anybody, like 90%
wasn't
of
yeah.
the people that I
It was
know that
not
voted
Trump.
for Hillary Clinton voted for Hillary Clinton because she was not Trump. That was the only
And I
reason.
feel like if it had been anyone else, they might have won.
Yeah.
Anybody.
And the funny part
I
is,
could've
like,
done better.
WikiLeaks stuff has shown that like they wanted Trump to be the nominee so they could run against him because
Yeah.
they knew it would be so easy and it
Right.
would just be a landslide, easy victory for the Democrats.
Wrong.
They have no idea.
I still think
Neither
he was
Democrats could
planted.
back Hillary.
You think he was planted?
I do, and then I think like halfway through he was like, you know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm just gonna do this for real.
No, I really think it was the whole like
Shit with Obama.
Yeah, at that dinner. What dinner?
The presidential.
They
They
tell a
do
lot
it
of
like
jokes.
they do it 4 times a year.
Yeah, it's like a roast thing.
Yeah.
And
I think it's just
Obama-
a presidential like
yeah.
dinner. Like
yeah, made fun of Trump.
Comedy Central,
And you could just see Trump, like his head turning fucking purple because he was so pissed. And I think he left there and was like, I'm running for president and I'm going to become the president out of spite. I think he ran.
just to show the politicians he could do it.
Yeah, I think he ran for president out of spite. And I think that's pretty funny.
I do think he's
And
sick
it's
of
true.
having a politician as a president. He
Yeah.
said it before.
I think like the best way to fight Trump is to stop saying that he can't do something.
Yeah.
Because he just gets angry and trolls the whole country and
He
does it.
just, like time and time.
Like, have you
and
seen his
time
Twitter
again.
account? This
Even
man
better.
goes on rants for 3 hours at a clip.
He has to do like the tweets part 1 of 3.
I gotta
Yeah.
say that the best
He
thing
did
is
one that
Mark
was
Hamill
part
reading
one of
as the Joker.
13.
Jesus.
13 tweets in a row ranting about like how bad SNL was the night before.
That's okay.
As president-elect.
It was like those like 2 weeks ago, like as president-elect, he's saying about like his ratings on The Apprentice was so much better than Arnold Schwarzenegger's.
Nobody can beat my ratings.
The best was like during one of the presidential
Believe me.
debates, one of the presidential debates that the world is watching, and there Hillary said something like when I was in the war room with Obama, he was tweeting about not winning an Emmy for The Apprentice, and he had to interject like, yeah, we still should have won. We should have won.
Believe me.
He's so mad about it.
I was preparing to be president.
Just a skeleton muppet
Ugh,
of a woman.
despicable.
I really hope Jesse Ventura runs in 2020.
I hope anything other than Hillary Clinton runs. It's like that was literally the worst thing I've ever seen.
All right.
I bet Cory Booker is gonna run.
There's literally
Because
nothing.
he's Democrat and a black guy. And
There's nothing I would have voted for over Hillary Clinton. Like nothing. I would have voted Ron's pedophile ass over fucking Hillary Clinton.
That wasn't even funny.
Doesn't mean it's not true.
You were the most unfunny person ever.
Probably. I still would have voted for you.
I don't know. He makes me laugh sometimes.
laughing at someone and with them are two different things.
Ian can race a train.
Have one.
By
All right,
by
I think,
racing, you just step in front of one at the end of this podcast.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he does that. That'd be entertaining.
A good suicide, in John's opinion.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Because it
suicide.
fucks up everyone's day.
Yeah, that's wait a couple of hours, like wait until like do it Sunday night about 4:00 in the morning.
So Monday morning.
So Monday morning everything is fucked.
I don't want to get up at 4 a.m.
Just don't go to sleep.
Then do it at the
No,
rush
you-
hour, around 5 o'clock. Yeah, so when
Yeah,
everyone's
no.
trying to come home.
Do it like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like right before Memorial Day weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
You got to do it like at the Jamaica train station because all of the trains like switch
Yeah.
at Jamaica.
See, that's
So
how
you
get
fuck
remembered.
everything up.
So everybody be like, remember that
Yeah,
asshole?
if you're gonna
Get a
kill,
couple
if
of
you're
your
gonna
friends to
if
jump in.
At the same
yeah,
time,
if
yeah.
you could do it. Oh man, if you could do that.
Just
I mean, I'm not going to
Yeah,
do it, but I'm sure I could find a
Yeah,
couple of people to do
clog
it
up
with you.
Jamaica Station with some dead bodies that got hit by trains.
It'd be
Right before Memorial Day
So
weekend.
funny.
Everyone trying to get to or from the city. You just fucked them over.
I think this is like the third time that we've planned someone else's suicide on the show.
once a week.
Well, on that note, I think we're out of time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Why
We're
am I
done.
here?
Good night, everyone.
I got a gaping I'm late for.
Ah.
Gross.
Good night.
Bye.